Trooper Peters, I know COVID-19, people are talking about it constantly. Unfortunately, it also brings out the worst in some people because there are scams related to this. So what can you tell us? Have you experienced or heard of some of these scams? What advice do you have for our viewers?
Well, obviously, anytime there's a disaster or some type of catastrophic event going on, people are going to come out to try to manipulate and take advantage of people and create things from, prey on their sympathy, their trust for the cause, and try to do whatever they can to obtain their personal information and or financial information from them. So COVID is no different. We've seen fraudulent campaigns such as GoFundMe accounts set up for collection from CDC, the WHO, World Health Network, as well as just victims in general, trying to help victims of COVID and on these collection sites. And again, false or price gouging was a big thing early on during COVID, and I'm not sure, to the extent of if it's continuing. I would say that our Attorney General's office has been pretty proactive in going after individuals that have tried to price gouge things. The law really states that you can't really charge any more than 20% of the price, over the price of what it was prior to the pandemic or disaster. So with that being said, a bottle of water going from like $1 to like $9 is a little outrageous and should be understood that that's price gouging. So things like that, advertisements for false supplies, for fake products, fake vaccines, things that are going to be delivered, things that aren't being delivered as promised. Again, all these things, you have to continue to follow the CDC and understand that, the Department of Health, Pennsylvania Department of Health, and other agencies like that are going to give you the most update and accurate information that you can have on these products, as well as any vaccines or things that are coming forward. There is no current vaccine for COVID or that. I know they work on it, but so you have to be mindful of people trying to sell you on that and understand that it's not actually true.
It's a shame that somebody would try to take advantage of people, especially under these circumstances. If someone wants to be sure they're donating to a legitimate organization, or maybe they feel they're being scammed, what do they do? Who do they contact?
Well, I mean, if you're going to make a donation to anything, make sure that it's legitimate. So if it's some type of fundraiser in your community, make yourself aware of that. Go find out the background behind it to see that it's legit, and it's going to, I know GoFundMe account seems a lot easier to access and easier for you to do that, but you may not be going to a legitimate thing. So be prepared for that. If it's, a larger organization, do your background on them. You can go to the Attorney General's website. Any 501c3 charitable organization needs to be registered in the state of Pennsylvania. So you can do your background check. You could type their name into a Google search with the name scam next to it to see if it's a legitimate business that's searching, and you'd be able to see any kind of complaints that were made on them. And don't give out your personal information. Watch the emails that you're receiving from the CDC that you said you would help someone. Well, how does the CDC know that you said you were going to help somebody? So watch for those where you click on and they take you to another page and they try to reveal information or get you to reveal their information. Very important to protect your personal information during this time.
And unfortunately, this comes at a time when there are normal scams during the summer. People out there saying, hey, I have some extra blacktop and I'll fill your driveway. I know there's those type of scams. Are you seeing as much now because of the COVID situation?
I would say we're not seeing as much as we probably would have in early spring, but I think with the quarantine that went on, they had to go to other means because you couldn't have construction going on. So they'll continue to exist. Individuals like that will find a way, whether that's into the fall, and come up with a different aspect to it, and get out there, say it's a roofing, you have a problem with your roof, or you have a problem with your driveway. They'll get there. But again, another way is to look at the Attorney General's site, the Better Business Bureau, use legitimate licensed contractors. It's kind of like I said about the charities. You want to make sure that you have a legitimate business person doing work for you. It's too good to be true. It usually is. If it's the way, sounds great and it's a great steal, then usually it's probably fake.
Great advice for the summertime and all year round. Thanks so much for being with us. Keep us up to date on what is transpiring and any important information we need to know.
Thank you.